Questions from reporters covering the Synod on Youth have focused on why women taking part in the meeting do not have the right to vote. Demand for greater participation in the Church's decision-making process has been a recurring theme during press briefings. The month-long gathering of bishops is in its third week at the Vatican. Only bishops and a few priests are allowed to vote on the final document. Dr. Pia de Solenni is Chancellor of the Diocese of Orange in California and joins us from our Rome Bureau. Welcome back to the program, Pia.
Hi, it's great to be back with you.
What do you make of this debate? Why can't women vote?
Well, I think we have to first of all remember what the Synod is. It's a meeting of bishops. There have been some exceptions in terms of religious brothers representing religious organizations, but it is by definition a meeting of bishops. I think if we want to talk about women having a role in decision making or in impacting the Church, I think we should probably be shifting the conversation to another direction.
What do you mean by that? What role do you think women should have in a synod?
I mean, I'm not sure that the Synod is the best vehicle even for the bishops. I'm not convinced that it's an effective means. Many people will say that the end document ends up looking a lot like the beginning document, the Instrumentum Laboris, the entire structure. You get about 300 bishops together who don't know each other. Most of them don't know each other. They don't speak the same language. They come from dramatically different parts of the world and situations. They are facing oftentimes dramatically different pastoral situations, and in a month they're supposed to come to consensus on a document. It's very, very difficult. I think that maybe we ought to be looking at something maybe where we start on a regional level, but when we talk specifically about women, you know, I'm not sure if we need something here in Rome, or maybe what we need to be doing is encouraging women to have greater roles in every aspect of society. And you may recall back in 2004, Cardinal Ratzinger, later Pope Benedict, wrote in the CDF document on the collaboration of men and women in society that women had a role in every aspect of society. And I have to say, quite honestly, when I look at who it is that...
Well, Pope Francis has spoken often about the need for a greater role for women in the Church, too. So what do you think that looks like from an authentically Catholic perspective?
Again, I think we have to be careful and not look at simply the formal church structures. The Church is broader than that, and it goes out into the world. I think it means women having a role in every aspect of society. Some of that will be directly in the Church, but I think we also have to consider the Church loosely, the broader sense of the Church, and again, women having influence in all of those aspects. I think if we're going to limit it to the Church, everybody's going to get very frustrated very quickly. There is not as much power in the Church, quite honestly, as I think a lot of people would like to think.
You say society, in greater role in society. What are you talking about specifically?
I mean, look at who shapes culture, who shapes opinion. Honestly, it is not the Church in most cases that shapes culture or that shapes opinion. They are people, they are opinion makers. It's people that form media. It's people in economics, right, that set the economic priorities. There are so many ways in which our values are set. And frankly, the Church is not it has not had the lead in that for a long time. So it seems to me that if we as Catholics want to promote the Church, want to promote leadership for women in the Church, I would be looking at all these other sectors in society that are truly having a greater impact on the culture.
Dr. Pia de Solenni, Chancellor of the Diocese of Orange and Theological Advisor to its Bishop. She's in Rome with the Notre Dame Center for Ethics and Culture. Thanks for joining us.
It's great to be with you, Lauren.